Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good, and 3v3 Grand Arena is right around the corner once again here in November 2024. And you know, last month we started doing this. We're going to do this every round, talk about teams for Grand Arena. So I made this table for last month for 3v3 teams, and that's great. But I don't feel like I'm just going to redo a table every other month or whatever. And I feel like that's kind of just okay, great, congratulations. What I want to do today is we're gonna use the characters I picked last time, but I want to compare what's going on in Grand Arena right now, or the teams that are out there available, to what we actually have put on the table. So let's do that, and let's go ahead and hide that right now. We're gonna start right here in Carbonite, and let's get in there and take these Carbonite teams from the very top. Boys and girls, you can see that the Geos are all over Carbonite. They are placed on defense more than any other team. This is just a straight up Carbonite, no filters, no fixes, anything else. This is just what's going on in Carbonite. The Geos are on defense all the time, and Wampa is killing them. The Geos are on defense, and Wampa is killing them. Or Palpatine, Mara Jade, and Vader. Or the Geos are killing the Geos. These are the most common battles. Out of all of these, the most common battles are those battles right there. Geos, Darth Vader, or Palpatine, Darth Vader, Mara Jade. That's a little bit of overkill, but I guess, okay. And Wampa are the most common characters. Wampa with an Omicron. Of course, we got our Phoenix here. Yeah, that's just never a good team. Without Captain Rex, it's just not going to do much for you. And by the way, 3v3 Captain Rex is not all that super duper effective, so keep that in mind. With the Phoenix, I mean. With a couple of clones, he can be really effective, but with the Phoenix, not so much Captain Rex. CLS killing Geos. Wampa killing Jedi Knight Revan. We have a different battle finally going on here. Only 40%, not a great combo there. But again, we're just looking at the top teams for Carbonite Grand Arena. So Jedi Knight Revan is there. So far we've seen Geos, CLS, Wampa, Jedi Knight Revan, Vader, Palpatine, and that's it. That's it. We got them all. So what else are we looking for? And again, Darth Revan finally shows up here. 628 battles of Darth Revan there. Darth Vader solo against Geos. I bet all of these are going to be undergeared. Yeah, you don't really solo Geos with Darth Vader unless they're undergeared or you get lucky. Because if they get out in front, Darth Vader ain't getting a turn, boys and girls. That's going to work. Hey, Darth Traya showing up in Carbonite. Good for you guys. Taking out Geos. Now, I'm going to say this is a huge overkill. I just want to let you guys know, if you have an Omicron on Darth Traya in Carbonite, she should be on defense. You don't need this to kill other stuff. This is a killer. An absolute, this is way overkill. Solo that with Vader. She's a Vader there. You don't need man, there is so much overkill here. This is the classic counter for Geos, Darth Traya against Geos. Maybe people are looking at videos from like 5 years ago, but I gotta tell you, this is massive amounts of overkill right here. The other teams you've seen killing Geos is a better way to use your roster, and put Darth Traya with her Omicron on defense. She's gonna cause people some fits. Still get the same teams. There's a boss team showing up there. Wampa's just crushing that. Again, man, like 9% of the time, girlfriends are tapping phones because this should work every time. This is not a hard battle. What else we got? I think that's most of our top battles here. Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, Darth Traya, Vader, Geos at the top, CLS, and Vader and Palpatine Vader. And there's a Phoenix team with Captain Rex on there. It does better against Wampa, that's for sure, because of the tenacity down that he's going to land. Hey, there's a Padme team. Good job on the Padme team. I want to talk about a couple of teams I think are being underutilized here in Carbonite. Let's go look those up, and I'm gonna pull it out here for defense. And really for offense, but I think Qui-Gon Jinn with Anakin is being very underutilized here. Look at that whole percentage here. Is that still in Carbonite? Yeah, okay. Look at that whole percentage. It's only a 44% win percentage against Qui-Gon. Gotta have the Qui-Gon Omicron, gotta have Anakin in there. I have gotten so many holds with this team in Carbonite. Man, put it out there. People struggle. They don't know how to beat it, or they aren't equipped to beat it. Darth Revan is the first one you see there doing some work. That's with Malak. Without Malak, still taking a beating. Still taking a beating. So, guys, Qui-Gon Jinn is being underutilized in Grand Arena, Carbonite Grand Arena. That's why I put Qui-Gon Jinn at the top of the list I put Ahsoka in there, whatever. You can put Mace Windu. People are putting Cam because of the Cam bundle. Man, I put it at the top of the list. I also feel like that I know he said that the Rex with Phoenix isn't really a big deal. Let's look at these top teams. Those top 5 teams I put are completely underutilized. We can even, if you look at offense, this Qui-Gon team's going to do great things on offense too. Let's go. Make sure it's not staying in Carbonite. We got to click that every time. Okay, fine. Offense, Qui-Gon, boom. Anakin, view battles. 71%. It's beaten teams underutilized there. New. I got to do this every time. Okay, let's see here. We got on. What are we looking at? What teams are we looking at? Sorry, I want to see this because they're being underutilized. The Phoenix. Let's look at the offense with Phoenix. Lead, Hera, okay? And I'm just going to put Captain Rex, and then whatever else is in there, that's fine. This team is winning 70% of the time. Underutilized, that's the 87%. Really, guys? That should be more than that. But, and again, I don't think this is the ideal use of Captain Rex. He should be with clones in an ideal setting in Carbonite. Let's go ahead and let's look at, we want to look at Savage. I'm going to look at Savage. Let's take this off of here and just use Savage. I think this is a massive underutilization. Let's go make the team exactly the same. And look at this. Only 67%, but he's beating Phoenix. That's without Captain Rex. Savage beating CLS. That's the team right there that you can really use Savage against. And you're going to see it out there. There's beating a Phoenix with Captain Rex, beating it 72%. Beating Darth Revan without Darth Malak at 63% pace. Beating Darth Vader teams, Palpatine, Darth Vader. So maybe Savage is underutilized because there's not that much out there, but I feel like there are plenty of teams out there that he could crush on offense. Ewoks are out there a lot. You're going to see it. You're just going to see Padme out there a lot. There are teams being placed on defense that Savage will be good against. A little underutilization there. And finally, let's look at Imperial Troopers here on offense. Let's switch this up. Get rid of you. And for the lead, we'll take V. Oh, I gotta get rid of that exact button, I think. Hold on. Okay. We're still in Carbonite. Let's look at offense, lead, Veers. And then we're just going to put Piet in here, and anything else will... This team, only 61%. People are using this wrong or not putting it in the right place. This team should just beat things up. There's a bad Phoenix team it's beating. I'm surprised, although 3v3, I guess it's a little more limited with less of the troopers on there, but 65% against Bosk? Are people not putting speed mods on Piet? Let me look at this thing here. There's a win. There's one. Let's go to Ascending. Look at the losses here. Well, that's a Gear 12 team against a Relic team. Gear 12. Okay, so if you're going in under-geared 3v3, not a great idea. It can work. Yeah, that people are overestimating the team, like thinking it can go. Okay, that's what those losses are. The losses are all being under-geared. There's one that's geared up, but the losses are all being under-geared, and don't overestimate your team. Now let's go take a, and I think Iden Versio, I put her on there. She's definitely underutilized. I'm not going to look it up. Most of us aren't farming Iden Versio. I did that because I got my Lord Vader team. I'm getting a lot of usage out of her. Let's go take a look at Bronzium. So here are the teams I'm showing for Bronzium, and I don't think this has changed a lot, but Kylo and Executor are going to start to run into these in Bronzium Grand Arena. Then CLS at the top, more complete CLS teams. Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan going to be a lot more common out there. Qui-Gon, Imperial Troopers, the Phoenix, and Wampa and Savage. Those are the teams that I'm looking at and recommending for Bronzium Grand Arena. We are in Bronzium. We got, again, Wampa with the Geos is holding strong. There's, I told you, Darth Revan and Jedi Knight Revan. We got them on the list because they're going to show up more often once you hit Bronzium. People have farmed them more. They're easy farms. They're great characters. Darth Revan crushes Jedi Knight Revan. Man, when this first happened, we were all upset about it. But yeah, well, I'm talking like 6 years ago. But yeah, he crushes Jedi Knight Revan with Darth Malak on the team. There's still, we're going back to, again, overkilling. We're overkilling Geos here. We're just way over. Well, that's, let's go to, yeah, there we go. Overkill. Oh, find a different way to beat Geos, man. Trey is too valuable to use her against Geos, which she's got that Omicron. There we go, Wampa. We're back to the typical stuff. There's CLS showing up more often. Mirror match, you should win this most of the time. Just target Chewie with Han's shoot first and move on with it. Once you get Chewie out, it's easy peasy. There's some Padme stuff going on. I'm seeing, again, I think that Qui-Gon is being underutilized. I think that, what else? Qui-Gon's being underutilized. Maybe Imperial Troopers. I don't know about that Phoenix team. Maybe that was a bad call on the Phoenix team. because they're just not great with Captain Rex and Phoenix. Hey, Grievous is starting to show up here in Bronzium for teams that you're using here. Old Republic, I don't like this team. Just be aware. Throwing this team on defense, it's just a free win for your opponent. It's just a free win. I don't really like. I know you got the Old Republic team now because you went ahead and farmed Jedi Revan. It's just not a good team. It's just a throwaway team on defense. Maybe you're cheesing your defense, and that's okay as well. Gas starting to show up here in Bronzium, so be aware of that. Gas taking out Darth Revan, only 60% though. That's interesting. So that's the teams that are prevalent there. I want to take a look again. I'm going to filter to Qui-Gon here because I'm just convinced that that Qui-Gon is being really underutilized down here in these lower levels of Grand Arena. On offense, a 71% win rate. Padme there, taking out Darth Revan with Malik there on offense, taking out Jedi Knight Revan, taking out CLS. This team taking out Traya. Qui-Gon is being underutilized. If you're not using, and look, it's only 73 battles on offense. Let's pop it over to defense and see what's going on. Let's clear this out, and let's take it over to defense and see what's going on with Qui-Gon on defense. And just put Anakin there. You guys want to know why I recommend Qui-Gon so much? Because people aren't using him. It puts you ahead of the curve. 52% hold rate on defense in 3v3 Grand Arena. If you're not using Qui-Gon Jinn with the Omicron and Anakin, you're really missing out on what so far has looked like maybe the best, as far as underutilized teams. I think this is the best underutilized team that people are not taking advantage of in early. We've seen it both in Carbonite and in here in Bronzium. People are not building up a Qui-Gon team with Anakin and Qui-Gon Omicron with Anakin, and they're paying the price. You can make somebody spend Darth Revan. And again, I know you get Galactic Legends, they're starting to pop up. Fine. You know, great. There's Kylo. If you use Kylo against Qui-Gon, I'm actually surprised it's 100%. Girlfriends support Kylo. Actually, it's going to be a really quick battle is what it's going to be. What was this? What do we got here? Where's the time? 17 seconds. 23 seconds. Yeah, there's no time. There's no time for the dog to pee on the floor, for the kid to puke. For the kid to puke on the dog, or for the wife to walk by and tap your phone. Kylo just doesn't leave any time for that. He just wipes it out because that Omicron doesn't work. So just one big old AoE and they're all just dead. So anyway, yeah, I really think if you're not using Qui-Gon Jinn in these lower, oh, there's some Inquisitors showing up. Look at that. You are missing out by not using the Qui-Gon Omicron in early levels of Grand Arena. And that's why I've kept it on my list here as a top team, a top 10 team, even in Bronzium. Let's go look at our Chromium Grand Arena teams. And here's my list from last time. Kylo and Rey just representing 2 Galactic Legends. You're going to start to see more and more Galactic Legends as you move forward. We move Traya to the top of the list. You're going to start to see some real Traya teams out there. Traya is a massive benefit in early rounds of Grand Arena. I'd put it up there with Qui-Gon. And people are underutilizing Qui-Gon. People are underutilizing Traya as well. CLS, Revans, Gas is going to start showing up more often, and the rest is the same there. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's start off with Qui-Gon and see if people are using Qui-Gon. It still is not that many battles. 392 battles, 361. It trails off fast. And only still at a 50%, 57% win rate, 58% against Qui-Gon, even in a Chromium. Guys, get a Qui-Gon Omicron with Jedi Knight Anakin and get Mace Windu or Cam on the team. It makes them use a giant team against you, or they just fail with CLS, or they got to use Gas. The Inquisitors will do really well. They're built for Jedi. They'll fail with Palpatine and Vader. They'll fail with Padme. They'll fail with CLS again. I mean, this Qui-Gon team really makes people work. Oh, somebody tapped a phone here. Somebody tapped a phone here against Kylo. This Qui-Gon team makes people work. And if you're not using it, or you can waste a Galactic Legend for somebody, it's really a shame if you're not putting that out there. Let's go ahead and remove all the filters here and see what people are using in our Chromium Grand Arena. Geo's still showing up, man. Geo's still showing. It's a lot less than it was, but there's still the #1 defensive team that's going out there. Let's see. So, and there's Traya. I mentioned Traya's going to. I put it up there. I did not. I swear I didn't look at this last time. I kind of spitballed and said these are the teams I think you should be using. And who is too good? Give me in comments. Let me know. So there we go. Treya, again, this is bad. Guys, don't do... I need a drink. Tea. Glorious tea. You guys are wasting Treya. That's not a waste. There's no Omicron. Every time somebody uses a troll against Gear 12 Geos, there's no Omicron. Look at that. You could solo this with Vader. Every time a Treya with an Omicron is used against Geos, an angel loses their wings. You guys are offsetting the good in the universe, in the galaxy. Let's do something here. I wanna pull up a Treya team as far as members here. I'm gonna put Savage and Nihilus. That's the team. How's it? 46%. Look at the hold rate on defense. Under 50%. You guys are using Treya wrong in the early game. Don't use Treya. Beat Geos with Darth Vader or Wampa. Use something else. Man. Wampa is more challenging, and Pago's out there, by the way, for the tenacity down. But everybody else, it just kills them. Treya on defense. They may have to waste a Galactic Legend. And yeah, there's a very low percentage of babies puking and girlfriends here. That's probably a pretty quick battle. It's not as quick as 41 seconds. Again, 21 seconds. It goes fast. It goes fast. But Treya, man, there's Sith Eternal. People are using Galactic Legends to kill her because they have to. You're missing the point. Put your Treya on defense or use it to kill big stuff. Use it to kill big stuff in Bronzium early on. There's Revens again. We got Grievous showing up a little more often. Keep in mind, Wampa conquers Grievous very easily. If you're trying to just get them to move their Wampa out of the way, fine. But even, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Grievous on defense unless you're also going to have Mon Mothma or also going to have Iden Versio. Like, put Grievous in front, put Iden Versio in the back, then they got to deal with Iden Versio without Wampa. And that's a whole nother story for some folks out there. It's difficult. Again, waste. CLS versus Bounty Hunters, that's a lot of overkill, but okay. God, I can't. This is killing me. You guys are killing me. You are stripping angels of their wings. You are... God, what a waste. What an absolute travesty. What an absolute travesty. A team that can be put on defense with an under 50% with an greater than 50% hold rate that people are having to use Galactic Legends to defeat is killing Geos. Stop watching old videos. That's not how this works anymore. Gas showing up again. We got the teams here. We've kind of nailed the teams. You can see the teams being used at the top. Let's scroll to Ewoks are out there way too much. This is a throwaway team. This is your cheese and your defense kind of team, man. Too much stuff kills Ewoks, especially Wampa. There's Padme. When we get to some creative and unique teams, I'm looking for something different here. I'm still scrolling. There again, Galactic Legends are definitely showing up more often out there. Revan is a great defensive character if you got Malik on the team, because people have to waste Galactic Legends to beat it. It's going to get a lot of holds. This isn't a waste. Again, sometimes you get in the situation where this is what you got left. You saved your teams. They got a bunch of garbage out there. There's Geos. I'll use my best team. Sometimes that's true. I get it. Sometimes it's true. I really feel like Darth Revan and Treya should be on defense. Make your opponent work for it. Make them work for it. If they got to spend Galactic Legends, there's Starkiller starting to show up a little bit more. There we go. Killing gas. First, Starkiller starting to show up down here. And other than that, these teams are kind of keeping consistent, but Treya is being misused to the nth degree. Oh, Night Sister's starting to show up. Look at that. Wampa crushing those Night Sisters. That comp anyway. Jawas taking out the G. Look at that. Just build your Jawas up. Let's look at some gear levels here. Relic Jawas against Gear 12. Wow. How many guys? There you go. Gear 12 Geos against Gear 12 Jawas against some Relic Geos. That's more like what I was looking for. A lot of you guys out there relicking some Jawas, dude. There has not been a bundle for Jawas. Based on this, I'll bet it would sell. So yeah, you can use your Jawas to beat Geos. Be careful. Overgeared, fast, well-modded Geos with Datacrons can be a real problem, but without that, your Jawas can punch up one gear level probably. Yeah, so everything else is kind of the same here. There's a Phasma. Phasma with the Omicron just sucks. It's not a good team. Not a good team at all. Going. There's Veers showing up a little bit finally. Beating Darth Revan, 50%. But You wouldn't expect 50%, would you? That's a pretty good number. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we get the idea. So we got Carbonite, Bronzium. Let's move up to Aurodium and see what's going on in Aurodium. And there's my view for Aurodium. You're looking at even more Galactic Legends sitting on people's rosters and even more big capital ship fleets and Darth Bane. If you can get your hands on Darth Bane and Aurodium, you're going to wipe out some stuff. I'll bet nobody's using them down here. Starkiller, we noticed him showing up more recently. Darth Malgus, Traya. Again, here and down there, we started to use Captain Rex with clones. Let's look that one up here. Let's see what's going on with that one. But yeah, I think you're going to see some pretty consistent stuff with my list there in Aurodium. Although I don't think you're going to see a lot of Darth Bane. I'm trying to give you somebody that's going to help you out. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yes, Darth Bane 46,000 times. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. 85% win percentage against Starkiller, against Leia Organa. Only 68%. Interesting. It's got to be a mod situation or a Datacron situation. Datacron, yes, win. Let's go to the other way. Kind of a double attacker cron, right? Not really. Just kind of a lot of buffs on that Leia team. It could be mod situation as well. So, but yeah, you're seeing that starting to pan out there. Jabba, Rey. So Bane is starting to show up in Aurodium. Really starting to show up and do some work, and that's why I've got him at the top of my list. I think if you don't have Bane, you're really missing out here in Aurodium. And yeah, I know it's not just as simple as it's offense, by the way. I feel like I know it's not as simple as that. You got to be improving grounds. You got to play it for a while. You got to spend some crystals, whatever. But Bane's a big deal up here. Wampa versus Grievous. As I mentioned before, I'm okay with putting Grievous on defense on the front wall. Draw out their Wampa, get it out of the way, and then put, if you've got a good Iden Versio team or a really good Mon Mothma team, stick them in back. Otherwise, I just don't really see the point of putting Grievous on defense. You can find a way to use them on offense and figure it out. Again, you're killing my soul. I guess this is the video. If there's one thing I would say to you about Grand Arena, stop doing this. Stop doing this. Well, none of these have Omicron. There's an Omicron. There's an Omicron. It's just... God, there's an Omicron with a Nihilist Datacron. I can't believe it took a minute. It's such an amazing team. It's such a great team. That's unfortunate. All right. Jedi Master Kenobi seat. You're going to start seeing more Galactic Legends. That's actually the third most common battle is a Jedi Master Kenobi mirror in Aurodium Grand Arena. Wampa versus Grievous. Wampa versus Mon Mothma. There's your Traya again against your Geos. More Galactic Legends. More Galactic Legends. More Traya against Geos. Where are the... Hold on. Where are my correct composition Traya teams? What are they killing? Geos. My God. You can kill Radis with this. You can kill Zori Bliss with this. You can kill Starkiller in the right situation with this. You can wipe out Padme. You can kill other Traya teams. You can take out Inquisitors. You can kill Reva with this. You can kill Reva with this. CLS. You can kill Gas with this. It's not high, but you can do it. And not Darth Revan. Reva, there you go. You can kill Reva with this. And you're using it against Geos. You can kill, there you go, Rex, Captain Rex 5. That's a really good team. Jedi Knight Revan, it's just being wasted against the you can kill Queen, you can kill Quadmate 41%. I'd rather take my shot at that than use it against a Geo team. For the love of God. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop the madness, man. Stop using Traya against Geos. I want everybody right now, if you have an Omicron on Traya, stop using Traya against Geos. That's the theme of this entire video. I can't believe it's happening so much. CLS, we're starting to see Gas a little bit more often. We're not seeing a lot of those clone Rex teams, are we? There's Iden Versio, Wampa. Again, put Grievous in front to pull out the Wampa and put Iden in back. Because there's not a lot of great counters against Iden otherwise. Let's take a look at Iden on defense once we get past the Wampas here. There's Iden, and I'm just going to leave it at Iden. We're just going to assume other Imperial Troopers. There's Wampa. See, Wampa's crushing her. But look at that. CLS does not do well. Adrad does well. Gas is only 86%. That seems high, but it's actually kind of low. Got to use a Darth Revan team. I mean, look at the teams it's absorbing. Gas, Darth Revan, Adrad, Starkiller, Treya, CLS. It's taking a monster team from your opponent to kill Iden Versio. So you put the Grievous team in front to draw out the Wampa and get it done with, and you put the Iden Versio team in back to make them suffer, and it leads to the dark side. So there you go. I think we've kind of exhausted ourselves here. I like this look. It's given me a lot of education. Guys, you're overkilling Geos, and it's not even funny. Oh yeah, there's one more team I want to look at here. I want to look at that. Let's look at those clones on defense here. With let's go Rex. Wow, 320 teams with Captain Rex as a leader. You guys, come on, man. What are you doing? All right, this team on defense is actually only a 54% win rate. That's why I was talking about this team. Also in Chromium. CLS doesn't... Anytime Captain Rex is out there, if you see Captain Rex, put your CLS on the shelf. And it's got the most attempts. Anytime you see Captain Rex, put your CLS on the shelf. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Gas is beating it. Darth Revan. Look at the teams people are having to engage to beat this Rex team. They're having to use just the massive, big, giant teams. Galactic Legends. And Jedi Revan fail. Adrad, fail. Sith Eternal, great. Padme's doing pretty well, actually. Again, I'm not seeing any Qui-Gon up here. Where's the Qui-Gon love? We gotta look at one more thing. People are just neglecting Qui-Gon. I don't get it. This is on defense. It's still holding at 65% on defense in Aurodium. CLS can't beat it, and that's the second most attempted battle. Wampa, I'm surprised it's 52%, honestly. But people have, I mean, Qui-Gon is pulling out big teams, Galactic Legends, Gas. It's making people use giant teams on it. The most neglected teams out here, Qui-Gon, I think, is absolutely the most neglected team, and the most overused comp is going to be Treya with an Omicron against Geos. That's what we're seeing in Grand Arena these days. There you go. These are the teams people are using in 3v3 Grand Arenas. I hope you have a great day. Definitely look up and check into getting SWGH Insights. It's not that expensive. I think it's $10. Somebody told me it's $3 a month or $2 a month. I don't remember. But check out GAC Insights on swgoh.gg. It's a great tool to have. I will talk to all of you very soon. And of course, always remember, Nuke's too good.